again today we are here with another topic, that is what? Sex determination. So now today we are going to start with this topic and we are going to know about the mechanism of sex determination. So what is the meaning of this? Actually this is the determination of sex during the zygote, when there is a zygote formation. So during that time there is a differential development take place, and during that time there is a determination of the sex of a developing baby, that we call as a determination of sex. Actually it is based on what? It is based on the chromosomes, a type of chromosomes present in individual. On the basis of that it is decided. So the chromosomal theory of sex determination was given by a person, Stevens and Wilson, and they actually decided how the chromosomes are responsible. So on the basis of that, or according to them, we can say there is a two type of chromosomes present in organism. One is known as autosomes and second one is known as the allosomes. Autosomes are actually, you can say, somatic chromosomes also, or these chromosomes are same in male and female, right? So if we talk about the human beings, in human beings, you know very well, we have a 23 pairs of chromosomes in humans, right? Out of 23 pairs, 22 is same. 22 pairs are same in female and male. In both these pairs are same. So the pairs or the type of chromosomes that are same in male and female, that we call as a autosomes. And the deciding chromosomes that are responsible for the difference between the sexes, or you can say differential development of a zygote for the sex determination, so that chromosomes is known as allosomes, or another name of allosome is also sex chromosomes, right? So on the basis of this sex chromosomes, okay, now you know very well chromosomes present in what? They present in pairs, right? So this last chromosomes, 23rd one, is also present in a pair form. So when it may be the same type, it may be a different type. So what is that? On the basis of allosomes, again I repeat, on the basis of allosomes, parents can be categorized into two types. One is known as a homogametic and second one is known as heterogametic. Right. What is the meaning of homogametic? If allosomes, or you can say sex chromosomes, in the sex chromosomes, the pair of allele present in that are same. If they are same type, so that time we call it a homogametic parents. If it is present a different type, that time we call it as a heterogametic parents, right? Now what is that? Sex determination is two types. Basically it can be categorized into two, that is a male heterogamy and the female heterogamy. Simple meaning is what? Determination of sex we can categorize into two, that is what? Male heterogamy or female heterogamy. Male heterogamy means male is deciding for the determination of sex, and female heterogamy means female is responsible for the determination of the sex. Now as I told you, the last pair of the chromosome means the sex chromosomes are responsible for the sex determination. So again male heterogamy, in the case of male heterogamy there are the two type of chromosomes present in case of allosomes. One, either they are having a X or Y, or maybe they are having a X or O, means they are having a in the last pair maybe the 50% is a X chromosome, so 50% is a Y chromosome, but sometimes they are having just a 50% of the X chromosome. So in that case there is a different type of, this type of heterogamy present in a different type of organism, or this can be in a different type. Same with the female heterogamy. It means in this case females are the deciding parent who will decide the sex of the baby. So in this case they maybe have a same type of sex chromosomes, maybe means female heterogamy, so it means they are having a last chromosomes, they are having a different one, or like this way ZW means ZW 50% of them is having a Z and 50% is having a W, means when there is a gamete formation, gamete is having 50% is having a Z gamete, 50% is having a W gametes. Same is here, 50% is a Z and its second one is absent, so it means the 50% of the gamete is having just Z. Again, make it more clear. For example, in the case of female heterogamy, you can say like this way: if the autosomes are ZZ, so in that case, female is having a Z and W, means autosomes are Z, like the XX and XY. So in this case, what is the female are the deciding? So we have given the different symbol to make it differentiate. Okay, this is the female heterogamy. So we are using a different symbol for this. So ZZ is equivalent to like a XX chromosome, autosomes, and in case of ZW means X or Y chromosome. So female is the deciding. So in this case, Z or W means X and Y is present in the female. And another type of female heterogamy is like ZZ plus ZO, means 50% is they are having a X chromosome but Y is absent. So O means nothing is there. So 50% gamete is receiving what? Z type of gamete. So this is the female heterogamy. Now how it is going to be decided? By this chromosomes we can see individually in each of the heterogamy. So first we will go through the male heterogamy. So as I told you, male heterogamy, there are two type of, one in the case of, for example, if we talk about the humans, or a very common is the Drosophila. So in this case, what is that? Male is having a what type of chromosomes? For example, if the AA is means they are having autosomes, along with that female is having what? X or X type chromosomes. So this is what? This is a female, right? Male is having a AA plus XY type of chromosomes, means they are having a different type of sex chromosome in the last pair. So this is what? This is the male. Now when there is a gamete formation, gamete is like this: AX and A plus X. As I told you in the Mendel inheritance also. In this case, gamete is like AX, A plus X, or another type of gamete is A plus Y. So when there is a fusion, very simple, all of you know when there is a fusion, so what type of AA plus XX means this type of was present where? In the female. So baby, next coming generation is what? The female child. This is the female child. But when there is a fusion between this type and this type of gamete, so that time there is what? There is a male child. In this case, who is deciding the sex of the child? So this is the male, actually male gamete decide the sex of the child. So this is known as a male heterogamy, right? In male heterogamy, again it is what type of gametes or what type of chromosomes present in the sex chromosome? That is a X and Y, means there is a presence of both the type of chromosomes X plus Y. Now another type of male heterogamy that is present most of the insect, for example in grasshopper. If you see there, in grasshoppers, so male is having another type of genotype, you can say X and O. So this is the chromosome structure present in the grasshopper male, right? So this is what? This is the male and this is female. So when there is a gamete formation, again you can write like this way: A plus X, A plus X. Here is A plus X, and A plus O. So again when we are going to fuse, there is a fusion like this way. So that is what this is, A plus O means A plus XO. So this is what, this is the male. So who is deciding this? Male is deciding the sex of a next generation. So this is also come in category of male heterogamy. Now another category is what? Female heterogamy. So this is something new for you, because we know from beginning that male are the decider, those who decide the sex of a baby. So but in few organisms, female is also a deciding one who is going to decide the sex of a next generation. So female heterogamy. Now for example, if we talk about the some of the fishes, birds, holes. So in that case, what is that? Now again I am going to give us different symbol in case of female. So in case of female, what is there? They have a, for example, ZZ is for the autosomes and ZW for the allosomes chromosomes. And the male is having what? ZZ plus ZZ. Or you can make a different one, AA plus ZW, AA plus ZO, like this way. Sorry, ZZ. So in this case, what happened when there is a gamete formation, A plus Z, A plus W, A plus Z and A plus Z. So this is a gamete formation in both the cases, right? When there is a fusion, so A plus ZZ. So this is what? This is a phenotype of what? This is a genotype actually for the male, right? This is the genotype for the male. So the coming baby is what? Coming baby is a male. But in case of this, when there is a gamete fusion, so that time what is there? A plus ZW. It means in this case, what is there? There is a female. So who is going to decide the sex of a baby? Female sex chromosome is going to decide the sex of a baby. So that's why it comes in a category of female heterogamy. Another type of female heterogamy that is present in butterflies or moth, you can say example is given in a book also. Butterflies, moths. So in that case, what is that? Female is having a just one type of chromosome, that is ZO, means Y is absent, and the male is having a ZZ. So in this case again, just like a male heterogamy, gamete is what? Gamete is a plus Z, A plus O, and who is deciding that? Female is deciding the sex of a coming generation. So that's why it again come in category of female heterogamy. So this is all about the male and female heterogamy, and the in human sex determination. I think you are very clear with that. If we talk about the humans, so we have what? We have a XX type of chromosomes. This is very simple. All of you are aware with this. So when there is a gamete formation is A plus X, A plus X. This is what? This is the female, and this is what? This is the male. And A plus X. Again, these are the gametes. And A plus Y. So when there is a fusion is like this way. So in that case, AA plus XY. So who is going to decide the next generation sex? So that is a male is deciding. So again children, I am repeating it. This is what? This is the autosome. These are what? These are the sex chromosomes. And when there is a gamete formation, you know very well, when there is a gamete formation, gametes are haploid. They should be in haploid in number, so there is a reduction in chromosomes number. So reduction in chromosomes number I am putting like this way. A plus X means just half of the parent, A plus X half of the parent. When it is going to fuse, so there is a sex determination like this way. Now another type of sex determination that is unusual, that is what? That is a haploid diploid sex determination. Haploid diploid sex determination. So this is in the example of this type is the honeybee and ants also. So in this case what happened, chromosomes are not deciding for the development of the baby or sex determination of the baby. Actually, who is deciding? The ploidy of the individual is deciding whether it is going to be male and female. For example, if we talk about in honeybee, there are the two types known as drones and queens. Right? Drones means male and queen means female. Right? So what happens? Drones are having a haploid number of chromosomes. They have a 16 chromosomes in their body, and queens are diploid. They are diploid. Males are haploid. Right? So what happens? Some of the males divided just by the mitosis and increasing their number, right? But in case of female, because female is a haploid and during the gamete formation, so what is the diploid means 32 chromosomes present in each cell of the queen of honeybee. So when there is a gamete formation, gamete is what? 16 and 16, right? So these are the gametes of the female. What happens? So few of the gametes without going, so this is the unfertilized egg of the female. So few of the egg without going fertilization change into what? Change into the male, or you can say by parthenogenesis. I think this term is clear to all of you. I have told you in the previous chapter also, when there is a development of a new individual without fertilization, or you can say individual is developing from the unfertilized egg, that time we call it as the parthenogenesis. So in this case, what happens? Some of the gamete without going fertilization, or you can say unfertilized egg, directly develop into the new body or new individual, and that behave as a male, and their ploidy is the 16, means due to the ploidy they behave as a male, because as I told you, males are what? Males are haploid. But some of the egg is going to fuse with what? With the male, and they change into what? They change into the zygote, or the progenies are the female. So this is what, in this case, both type of individuals are present, and sex determination is just decided by the ploidy of the organism. So that's why it is known as a haploid diploid sex determination. So children, today I have told you about the sex determination, a very simple topic that I have explained you. Simple one, in that I have told you male heterogamy, female heterogamy, sex determination in human beings, and a very unique type of determination that present in where? In the honeybee and ants, that is a haploid diploid sex determination. I hope all of you will get it very easily, because it's a very easy topic, and in the next time we will meet with another topic. So hope you will understand and you will get all the things very easily. Thank you.